Straps.
Straps? Okay, straps. So we had,
why on my side?
we had questions about pulling in straps. So we're gonna talk about pulling in straps. First, Giannis is on a bad side, I'm on a good side, so...
It's not the bad and good side.
No, it's not, but it used to be. So this is the new way how to put the straps, which is, I don't know, since the last 5 years, maybe.
I think not so much, even less.
Maybe less.
Could be even 3, 4.
Yeah,
the difference is before a strap was under, now it's
goes in the middle, yeah. In a loop. So before then, if this was so bad.
If it was on your side, actually it could make difference.
Yeah. If you're not used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're used to it, then it's not that bad. But if you're used to it, then it was fine. But because it was always pressing your arm down much more, and the opponent was staying up, and it was always like
not so much only pressing. Before, if the strap was not down here, we could make it like in old style. Then you could pull much more effective with this strap against opponent's hand, and you could use the strap as a point where you are making load, and make difference. Here, right now, it's much more fair.
Yeah,
it's much more fair. It's still some prefer to have strap on arm, some not, but it's not so big difference anymore as it was before. But if we're talking about strap, first of all, we have to talk about how to get to straps, because that's a question as well. Many arm wrestlers ask how to get to straps.
Yeah.
You are expert of getting to straps?
No. But you are. But it's if two. Sometimes guys already know
if both are top rollers.
Yeah. And both are not holding their knuckles, and both are going like this.
What you have to be careful about here, if someone is holding or climbing a little bit up, an opponent can grab you on your fingers. And there are arm wrestlers who are really focusing on this, and they are grabbing your fingers and pulling you down. They can press you down. That's one thing you have to be careful if you're trying to slip. Worst style to try to slip is to go forward, especially if you're pulling in a WAF rules, where pressing like this forward, and especially opening up fingers will directly be intentional slip out or fall.
Yeah, because if I'm going like this and I'm slowly opening and you're holding me, and then it's an intentional slip. But if I'm attacking, it doesn't.
So if it's happening so fast that no one sees what's happening, really,
then it's good.
It's no problem, and it's straps. So basically, to get to straps, do it fast. You don't care. Go here. But normally, when you want to go to straps, most likely you will try to go more back directions than directly side pressure. Even inside arm wrestlers who usually go inside, when they want to get to straps, they take more loose grip. Yeah. Maybe higher, lower. It depends.
Hold their angle.
Yeah, and just trying to slip back direction.
Yeah.
So don't go too much side. Don't go too much here. Just with good back pressure, if you have such good angle and back pressure.
If you have.
And of course, it's not a good move to open up fingers and try to slip like this, so everyone can see that you are doing this.
Yeah. But usually it will be like this. Both guys are doing it, so we need to put the strap on.
Okay.
And why would you want to go to the strap? First of all, some guys will be just stronger in the strap. You feel much better in the strap?
Mostly yes. It depends against who I arm wrestler, but mostly I feel more, I wouldn't say dominant, but feel more comfortable in strap.
Me too.
Yeah. In a strap, what's the difference? We can compare it somehow with even deadlift. If you do deadlift holding with classical with the fingers, or you're doing with straps. Yeah. So same. It's not directly same, but for fingers, it's almost same. In a strap, we'll put again a strap around. So if we have a strap, and we're together, so hold. Even if I'm doing pressure here. It's same as deadlift with the straps. Same here.
Yeah.
I don't need to use my fingers too much.
Yeah.
I can still pull. I can still work here. That even not working with my fingers. So theoretically, wrist strength is still very necessary, and
not as much as
and it will play a big role in the straps. Fingers, not so much anymore. Not so much. It's still important about position and grip and everything, but not so important anymore. Without straps, finger strength is more important. And I would say as well, without strap, your radial deviation or your upper wrist without strap are more important than in straps. It's again not so important for me, especially for I'm talking about me, but for others, others as well. I think this is not so important. You can still pull very good if you are able to hold your wrist and losing your radial deviation little. You still are able to pull. Without strap, if you losing your radial deviation, if your fingers are not holding so good, it's not easy to fight.
So if you feel that you feel more comfortable in a strap, learn how to slip, train more in the strap.
It's not a big, for example, in WL, it's not a big problem to get in a strap. Just it's a rule in WL: 30 seconds no grip, or competitors can't take a grip themselves for 30 seconds. Strap. So just.
Just walk.
Okay, that's
get some chalk.
30 seconds gone. That's so.
In WAF, it's different because if you can see sometimes when an opponent wants to slip, and he did it intentionally, you can get fouled out before even having a match. So you need to understand the rules that you're arm wrestling in, and you need to apply them. Biggest
thing in pulling in straps, it is that you have to pull regularly in straps in trainings. People who want to get better
in strap,
you have to pull in the straps. If we watch to world level arm wrestling anyway, WAL, PAL, Top 8, Slot Tour, WAF World Championship, you will see that 90% of all
matches will go to
serious fights, all more or less even fights, they will be in the straps. So that's the same in the trainings, in your practices. You have to practice in straps. I would say at least 50% of fights you have to pull in straps, maybe even more, because you have to get used to this feel. You have to get a feeling where you have to pull. What's your position? That's very important in the straps.
Let's talk about it a little bit differently from the sides of top roller and from side of hook arm wrestler. So for hook, it's if we're both arm wrestling and hook, we won't need the strap. So booms inside and it's done. And usually it is like that because it doesn't change a lot of things. But sometimes you will just feel comfortable in strap. You want to get the strap. But anyway, if I'm arm wrestling Giannis and he wants to go for top roll and I want to go inside, and he keeps opening my arm because I try to get inside, my wrist is not that strong, I want to get a strap. In a strap, I will have a little more control over this. He will have, because I don't have to hold that much with my fingers, so less tension on my fingers, so I can at least try to carve in or block someone. It's not necessarily I'm gonna hold him or turn him in, but it's much easier to do it.
Why it is so? If you have realized that without strap, if you are pulling, for example, against good technical arm wrestlers, experienced arm wrestlers, they are smart enough to block your hand, to get sometimes higher in this position, to make more stress on your hands and your fingers, and it's much harder for you to get your wrist curl in and to get in this hook position. In the straps, normally referees put your palms together, your hands together, strap around, you already here, so you already are in a position. In better position. Against arm wrestlers who have huge hands, huge palms, and are good technical or sometimes even longer leverages, and they can get these positions that you are feeling that you are already down, and that's for you why you prefer to get in the straps also against me. Because here, arms palms together, it's not so much anymore for me to climb, or it's much harder to do this.
So if you're fighting in hook, this is why you need the strap against good top rollers, because it puts a little bit more fairness into it. Not fairness, but it takes away some of their advantages and puts them on your side. But it not necessarily will make you win.
You can see also from World Arm Wrestlers, same Rustam Babayev, he's clear inside arm wrestler. Krasimir Kostadinov, lately he's pulling more top rollers as well, more with left. But right arm is still dominant inside arms. If they have very even opponents, you can see sometimes before start, usually they go just 100% inside, but in even fights when they are not so sure about themselves, they are like, okay, strap, and in strap they feel more safe about their hands, and they believe they have more chance to get in their position.
And usually it is that top roller will have dominant hand and hook arm wrestler will have dominant arm. So this again puts
not always. Good hook arm wrestlers need to have very dominant arm because he have to get in his position.
But it's for most of the guys that choose to go in hook is because they feel that they cannot do this top roll where it's more hand. So in a strap it is more about the arm if you cannot get away, because you can still even we're in strap, and if I lose my wrist there's still connection, I can still pull. Without the strap we're either gonna slip or I will just drain my fingers out because I'm holding on. Here you can just take away some things like that. So for hook arm wrestlers, I think versus top roll, always go for a strap if you cannot curl them in.
Okay, few things what you have to know if you are arm wrestling in straps. We already talked a little bit about which side to put, how it's called,
brace.
Yeah.
Usually
we'll talk about height later, but usually you can't choose. It
no,
depends.
If referee is there and they like in Buff Worlds, there's a screen and it says you're on the right side, so you will be on the right side. So, it doesn't matter.
You can't choose, computer choose which side you will have to stand, and then if you stand this, okay.
In the finals, the guy without any losses is always on the right side, and opponent is on the left. So with one arm it's better, with other it's not that.
Why arm wrestlers sometimes are afraid to have back on his side? It's because put strap around. Before it was not so even. Right now when you put straps, like we said here, it's more even. But second thing is when referee is closing this strap and pulling here down, very often you can see that your arm is rotating down here, and when you close strap right now here, and you are maybe staying under already before fight.
Now if we go up, you can see. How much higher.
So I'm already pulled down with my hand here. So what theoretically you have to do in that position, your palms are together. In a moment when referee is closing, or for example, you have to hold here for this position.
Fight, like going up.
Just hold. Don't let your arm down.
Because usually two referees are holding your arms.
So to stay in this same position.
And now it's much better, and I don't feel so good anymore. So it's not a big trick, but it's you just fighting for not going under.
You have to stay in this position. If with strap you are letting that you are down. If we talk from a biomechanic or from physics perspective about straps,
because referee will ask you high or low. This is what they will do. So. Now you can
and from this biomechanics, then usually it's easy to understand that if you have a longer this strength shoulder, or for example, if you have pressure here, it's much harder hold. If you have pressure here, it's a little bit easier. If you have pressure here, it's even more easier. So theoretically,
you want it
you
for top roll.
You would love to see that all strap anyway it's here or here, it's
as low as possible.
As low as possible.
Yeah. It's usually 2 fingers from the wrist. It's what they will allow. So Jens could get a little bit lower.
Because straps, you have to use straps when you are pulling anyway top roll, back pressure, or even inside. You have to feel that you are not working only with hand and trying to curl here or here, but you are using your straps here. Yeah. And if you have
good back pressure,
not only good back pressure but lower straps and here, of course you can generate much more force.
Yeah.
Compare with here.
Yeah.
So always theoretically, but it's again how you are used to. But theoretically, lower straps are much lower here. How to get as well important to maybe have a little bit lower here. How to get it? It's of course how far referee has put, because it's not allowed to do it with arm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's possible when referee put a strap, you bend your wrist a little bit back. So strap is slipping down a little bit, but you have to work on this on workouts, on our practices.
Yeah, and it's how much referee will allow you to do, because you can get warnings and
because hands have to be open, and when straps are closing, you can bend back. Yeah.
The worst part is when the referee is putting on the strap and you're just like doodling around. Yeah, and then you're like, why did I lose? Why did I lose? Because you weren't paying attention to all these details.
But it will never be same for everyone, and it depends on your opponent. For example, if I'm pulling against arm wrestler who will try to get inside or inside arm wrestler, what I would like to have in a strap position, I would like that I'm a little bit more
further away.
So his fingers and I'm more on his hand higher position. So of course, if there will be referee's grip or there will be own grip, I will try to stay a little bit close. If I know that my arm wrestler is a top roller and have good back pressure and I have to really be able to curl in and have my hand control, I will do opposite. I will try to be more here. I will maybe raise my small finger up more, so I have deeper fingers, so I can have better grip, and I can have better control here. It's not one best position as
it's against who you're arm wrestling with, and it's about what you can really do. Another thing is for top rollers, and this is, you need to learn to pull with the strap on both points. You cannot just, I know a lot of guys are trying this and they just give up their hand and they just hold here, but it's much better and more force if you put it on both. You always do this, you find the tension point on both, and this is where you usually pull.
It's great that not only it's like I said before, again depends where you are attacking, and again if you want to attack more on those upper fingers, you will pull more here. If you want to attack, and I usually want to attack here, I try to feel that I'm working here with this lower strap, and this lower strap is connected with your wrist. And if I'm pulling good here with this lower strap, your wrists are bending back.
You actually, and I'm doing something, I'm actually helping you to put you in that position.
So it's not that I'm attacking your arm, but I'm pulling two straps, and I want that straps are helping me to attack your hand. That's what I want to feel, that you are holding me, but I'm on. Like relying only or just on those straps. That's the best feeling I can have.
Put everything together, straps and the whole control. So what else? What else can we say?
What else? I talked already about position when referee is closing strap. About position here, a position here. Fair always would be if it's.
About one finger.
About and height of
fingers
are like same, and height of arm here say. If referee is not, it's not a cheating. If referee is not so experienced or he don't care about this, it's always great if you can be here. So those who have longer forearms, better leverage, they very often use this. And already before, when straps are open, you are climbing up here. Perfect. And when we are together close, I'm already down here. So if it's okay with the referee, if it's okay with opponent, and he's I don't care, I'm strong enough, I can call you like here. It's good. You can also try to be a little bit higher here in this position, and when straps are closed, you are already maybe a little bit higher, and you gain some advantage.
It's not cheating, guys. It's not. It's not. Arm wrestling is how bad do you want to win, and then you can do everything you can what referee is allowing you to do, and that is about arm wrestling. It's never about who is the strongest. It's the strongest, but with all the different factors.
Yeah. For top rollers. And those who want to attack more on opponent's small finger, you would like to, before straps are closing and straps, you want to be more on this maybe a little bit even
further away
position.
Further away,
yeah. So this hand control for opponent is not so, and you're maybe more on his hand and finger. Yeah. If you want to get more inside, you want much as close possible with palm, and you want to be more vertical, and you want your small finger.
I usually like to put the strap higher when I want to go inside, and especially if I'm on this side, because then if I'm higher, my hand will be inside. So it's already in position where I want it to be, so I can get on that wrist. Yeah. So,
but the biggest advice. Practice in straps?
Practice, yeah.
Practice with different arm wrestlers, with different hands
styles,
in straps?
With different styles.
It's because all your main fights, very possible, will be in straps.
Yeah. For a lot of guys, it's like that. So, and they neglect, they just want to arm wrestle without the strap, and they put on a strap and they feel uncomfortable. Get comfortable. Just by doing it, you will feel more comfortable.
Yeah, and very often in the straps, the physically strongest arm wrestler will win.
Yeah,
as well.
Because we're more even now. It's much, we're just more even, I think. If Giannis doesn't do his magic, then. Feels about right. So yeah, that's about the strap. We can. That's the things we remember right now.
There are a few more secrets,
but that's for another time.
Not for you.
Stay strong.
Yeah, I just still want to beat someone in straps, so
Giannis will not tell everything. Giannis tells about this. I'm like, no, don't do it. But
stay strong, practice in straps, and love arm wrestling.
Yeah.